Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is Joshua Reviews, and today we're talking about a movie I probably should have talked about a little sooner. Now, granted, I did review this movie back when... Okay. If you guys are familiar with this channel, or if you've been with me long enough, you guys know that a lot of my older reviews are private, because a lot of my older reviews are just bad. I'll go into that another time, but yeah, I think I reviewed this movie back in like 2017, but I need to update it. So today we're reviewing Trick or Treat, not Trick or Treat, Trick or Treat. Like it's Trick or whatever the fuck. So this is the movie where the infamous kind of horror icon, I mean, I say kind of because it's not like Jason or Freddy or Michael, where it's like they have a franchise. This is just like one movie. And he made a big fucking splash. Same thing with Jack Skellington. It's just like, you know, it's not the only one Nightmare Before Christmas, but it was so influential that Skeleton Jack got so popular. Anyways, oh my god, sorry. This is a horror anthology because we're continuing that. Or is this the first one? I don't fucking know. These reviews are filmed different times. But there are 5 segments in this movie, and we're going to review them individually. So, the first segment, which is not even really a segment, it's just the opening. It's about a girl who basically she doesn't like Halloween. She hates Halloween. And she is told by her husband that you need to keep a jack-o'-lantern lit until Halloween is officially over. And she doesn't. She starts taking down all the Halloween decorations, and that's all I'm going to say. It's not even really a segment. It's just the opening. So I just want to mention it. I don't really have a specific thing to say about it. It's just the opening. But I guess people count it as a segment, so I'm going to rate it a B+. It sets the mood. It's great. I think the acting is good. This is a well-made movie, so it was good. So, yeah. What I love about this movie, before I talk about the other segments, is how all the segments are connected. I love it when a movie does that. I love it when the segments are connected. Sure, there are movies like VHS where it has a segment that kind of is the whole wraparound, where it's a found footage movie, so it makes sense that like they're watching different tapes. But I just love it when a horror anthology just like has the balls to just like, yeah, these are all connected. These are all taking place the same night. I love that. It makes it more interesting. It fleshes out this world, the world they're setting up. It's like, you know, it's like Lord of the Rings, where it's like, hey, watch this movie and here's these characters, and then the next movie is like, oh my god, I know so much about those characters. Whoa, watch the extended cut, kids. But so I'm gonna give that, I'd give that segment a B+. Now let's actually move on to the real segments. Wrote them all down. First one, I think, as like 2 names. It's like the principal or high school principal's secret life or whatever, but it's basically this principal is basically, his kid wants to go trick-or-treating, or he just got back from trick-or-treating, and this fat kid that's like smashing pumpkins basically gets, you know, taught a lesson, and the dad has a little secret. Ooh, he's got a little secret. He's like, ooh, he might be doing some shady stuff. Yeah, he's a serial killer. This one was really interesting. It's probably the most straightforward, I'd say. I just like how this segment specifically like plays out. It plays out perfectly. It's well paced. All the segments, I'm just gonna say right now, all the segments in this movie are well like paced. None of it feels kind of disjointed. It all feels natural. It all feels like comes together in the end. I really like it, and I really like how, you know, Sam over here. He maybe I should have called you Sam instead of Jacko. What do you think? He agrees. I should have called him Sam, but whatever. His name's Jacko. So, yeah, I love how Sam just shows up at, like, the doorstep as a trick-or-treater. It's like, you think when the movie starts, like, oh, that's a trick-or-treater, but then he appears more and more, like, what's the significance of his character? So it gives more, it's setting up what's to come. And I love that. I love the payoff in this segment, too, where it's revealed that the dad is, spoiler alert, can't say it. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one an A. It was a really good segment, and I really like the end reveal. It's really funny and really well done. The second segment, I think, is Halloween School Bus Massacre, or The Prank or A Prank. I don't know. There's like two names or something, but A Prank is probably the creepiest. Actually, if I said the last segment was the one that played it straight, but this one is like the most straightforward, like, because this movie has a sprinkle of comedy and comedic elements, but excuse me, this one I think actually does it like, this one's more straightforward and more like horror related rather than like comedic elements or whatever. So yeah, this one is fairly creepy. It's about a school bus that basically these I guess deranged kids or something, like, or it might be like, you know, it might be special ed. I don't know. It's kind of briefly explained, but the girl telling the story, it says that the school bus driver basically was paid by the parents to kill the kids or to do something with the kids. So the one kid breaks out, drives the school bus off a cliff, and the only survivor was the school bus driver. And the kids go there to pay like respect, and the kids might be alive somehow. Their ghosts might be haunting the place. That's all I'm going to say. These segments go by really quick. This is a fairly short movie, but I really dug this segment, how creepy and how it kind of builds up to the end reveal. All these segments really have a good payoff. That's what I love about these segments in this movie, is that all the segments have a good payoff. None of it's bullshit. None of it feels weird. It's all directed by the same guy. All these segments are just one guy doing this. And this guy also went on to go direct Krampus, which is another horror film I really like, which I might have to re-review sometime. But yeah, this one really worked for me. So I'm going to give this one a as well. Give it an A. And the next one, probably my least favorite, but it's still good. I think it's called Surprise Party, or is it called College Virgin? I don't know. Kind of weird title. Let's stay up, bro. I want it to look good. Anyways, so this one is about a girl who is literally told by her friends, you need to get laid. So the group of girls are like, hey, we're gonna pick up a date, and they literally just go place to place picking up dates. And the main girl who's dressed up as Red Riding Hood, gets stalked and followed by this weird Dracula looking dude. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to spoil any of the big surprises because this film is really good. But safe to say, some things happen that I don't think anyone would really suspect. But I mean, it's probably easy to, guess what's going to happen. But this one was definitely my least favorite out of the segments, but it was still really good nonetheless. I'm going to give it an A-. And then I think everyone's favorite segment, which is Sam, or it's either called Sam or a mean old man and a demonic trick-or-treater. I don't know, but I'm just going to call it Sam. So this one, we get introduced to the face of the movie on the cover, Sam. Everyone knows Sam. Everyone dresses up as him. Yeah, this one's the best. It's well-paced. A lot of the stuff comes to fruition. You really get to see all the stories kind of come together, and it really works well. And the pacing's great. The tension's great. It's a perfect blend of comedy and horror. It's perfect. It has the most Halloween-esque feel, tone. I love it. It's so great. And Sam is an icon for a reason. I mean, even though this is like the only film they've done, I know they're making a sequel, but I forgot if Sam is even going to be like the main character in that, or if like Sam is even going to be in it at all. But regardless, this is still probably the best segment in this movie. It's great. So I'm going to give this one an A+. And I love the end because it just kind of, everything comes to fruition. You get to see all the characters from the previous segments kind of not interact with each other, but they're kind of passing by. And you're like, oh my God, that was from that one. Okay, cool. So this is a fun movie. I have some nitpicks, and I'm going to be honest, anthologies have never really been my favorite, like in terms of movies. I like it when it's a clear, like straightforward narrative, but this is a great film regardless. I don't care if you like them or dislike them like me. I really like this movie. It's a great Halloween film, and I need to watch it sometimes I don't watch it. I don't know. I think they're just like other Halloween films I watch, but this is one I definitely need to watch more and more. So, this is a great movie. Anyways, I'm going to give this one an A. I really like Trick or Treat, and if you haven't seen it, now's your chance to watch it. It's on HBO. Or, yeah, HBO. I was about to say Max, or I don't know. It's confusing.